Aries, welcome to your reading. And keep in mind that this is a general reading, and you may not resonate with any channel messages. You may resonate with one, you may resonate with none. And that doesn't mean that something is wrong. It just means that I'm not tapping into your specific Aries in the collective. You could be in the zodiac signs energy at this time. All I ask of you, Aries, is that you do not force any channel messages. All inquiries, email spiritual guiding light at gmail.com. There are readings available to you and for you on the SGL Tarot Podcast. Aries, let's go ahead and start your reading. All right. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading for my Aries to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. Thank you. Again, keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a personal. Let's see. I hope all is well, my fire sign, Aries. Let's see. What am I looking for? A lighter. That's what I'm looking for. I want to find a unique lighter. It's like the candle lighters. Do you know those long candle lighters that they have? I want one like a candle lighter, but I want it to be... Where's my lighter? It's blue and I can't find it. I guess I'll use this one. Anywho, I'm looking for... Look at this candle. This candle is full of wax. And I can still use it. It's called Garden Rain and it smells so good. But I don't know why I ended up using this as a change. Goodness gracious, I do the darnest things sometimes. But divine is so funny sometimes. All right, Aries. Aries, if you're looking for a reader who's more prompt in the session, go ahead and go back into Tarot World. I do have an open door policy and your reading still will be available to you. But if you're looking for a fast, quick message, go ahead and go back into Tarot World because I'm going to take my time with this session. Do I have a direct message for you? I do not. No, I do not. All right. It's that moment where I'm like, I wish I had a direct message for you. All right. Maybe that's what the message is, Aries. You may be wishing for something. All right. Wish. A wish. A wish. A wish consists of a thought. A wish consists of air. A wish consists of an exchange. A wish consists of hope as well. There's so many forms of wishes that can take place for a wish to be granted. So Aries, if you are hoping for something, people, places, or things, maybe you need to wish instead of hope, instead of hoping. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, Aries. If You can definitely use your intuition. I would highly appreciate it, Aries. Yes. All right. What messages do you have for Aries? You have a lot of cards over here, what you don't see. And they came out like this in clusters. In twos at that. Well, this one looks like 3 2s and 2. So you have 11 months. You have Thursday coming on. Okay. All right. So these are going to be clusters. That's how I'm seeing it. Aries, there you are. Okay. You have the Lovers coming. Wait, is that the Lovers? No, that's the Empress coming in reverse here. It looks like you're going on strike, Aries, for 11 months. It looks like this Thursday, or on a Thursday, is the day you go on strike, and it's going to be 11 months, meaning it's a karmic situation. The Emperor is in reverse. For 11 months, you could feel powerless, or you are in power for 11 months, meaning you're holding boundaries as well. And it feels like this is either you're teaching a karmic a lesson, or you are a karmic for 11 months. And if you are a karmic for 11 months, you will feel powerless, like you are unable to control a situation. We'll look into that. There's cards behind that, but let's just keep going. Aries. All right. Let me move this stake out of the way. Let me put this here because this stuff is... Hopefully it's not in the way. Hold on. Crazy X. That's the karmic. Okay. Got it. That came out on its own. If you rewind it, you'll see it. I did not pull that out at all. None of my business. I could care less. But when it comes to Crazy X, no one wants to deal with anyone who acts a fool, right? So it just feels like Aries. Because the Emperor is also a father. So if this Crazy X, if you guys have children together, you may feel like you're not in control of the situation. Okay. Having to deal with this situation, it could be some sense of legalities, because 11 months or whatever. I don't know if you guys are going to court for who's going to have control over the child or children. I'm not really for sure. But it does look like, a court battle between you and your ex. All right. On the shadow side of this, Aries, you may be taunting your crazy ex for 11 months. And it feels like it may start this Thursday because you're not respected in some type of way. So those are the two messages that I have out of that. All right, let's go ahead and see the mind as well, right? Aries, intuitive. All right, so you are allowing your crazy ex to get their way. This feels more so like there's children involved. Aries, if not, it feels like your crazy ex, you have something that belongs to your crazy ex and you won't give it up. It has to do with some type of possession. So either if you want to continue to deal with this crazy ex, give them back whatever belongs to them. Okay, they won't have any more reason to taunt you, bother you, or, what do they call it when the crazy ex puts you through hell? 11 weeks. Yeah. Why deal with the crazy ex when you don't have to? Now, if this has to do with children, it feels more so like you care about your children and you don't want your children to have to deal with this crazy ex, because how they're treating you, they also treat the children the same way. And you obviously don't know what to do when it comes to this legality. Okay. Speak very clearly when it comes to legalities. If you have facts, present the facts. The judge does not want to hear everything outside of what the facts are. Just present the facts, and you'll have more. You will have more a sound judgment, and the judge will also understand your sound judgment, because it will be going around everything than having the facts. The only have is that they have the children in their possession or a child in their possession, but they do not have the necessary skills when it comes to being a father figure. They don't have any boundaries. So this crazy ex is very irresponsible. Instead of being kicks, is taunting you. So if you have proof of taunting, this legalities will be 11 weeks, then 11 months. Okay. 4, 8, 12. So 2 months and a week. All right. So you have 8, and that's coming in reverse. And the 8 represents the strength card, and it's in reverse, Aries. And you need strength like ever before. And I get it, having to deal with the crazy ex will take a lot of your energy. All right, what is the advice for Aries, please, in regards to this crazy ex situation and legalities? But if there, like I said, if there's no children involved, this has to do with your crazy ex. You have something. It could be some clothes. It could be a glass. It could be something. It's something very like, just give it back to them, and they have no reason to bother you anymore. All right. It's like you're trying to figure out, if the fact of this intuition and clarity, some of you Aries, you know what? Some of you are not going to want to admit it, but some of you, your crazy ex gave you direction, and you don't know how to go about something, but your crazy ex can help you. And it feels like it does feel like you're going, it's just, why deal? I don't understand why you want to deal with that headache, because let me explain to you, Aries. If ex has portrayed you or been disloyal, anything that has made them an ex, listen, when you entertain them or when you forgive them, you're telling the crazy ex that it's okay to treat you that way. And they're going to give you it's going to get worse. Okay. It doesn't get better, my love. What is that advice? All right. It doesn't. So if your crazy ex cheated on you and you entertain them and forgive them, you're basically saying, yeah, it's okay. You can cheat on me. Sure. Okay. What is the advice here? What you don't see is the 9 of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, before I turn this over, regards of what you don't see is, all right, you don't see that your crazy ex is not going to come towards you and communicate with you. They do not value you with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. They are getting good sleep. They're not stressing over you. So if you go towards them, you're saying that it is okay. because they're not coming towards you. And then you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. So you need to focus on self-love and yourself. And you need to stop being codependent on your crazy ex. Because all you're doing is telling them that how they go about the connection with you, it's okay. And it is not. Okay. Yeah. Now the legalities in regards to children, I've already said the message. All right. What are the messages you have for Aries? Let me write down this note, Aries. Stop giving. It's something about permission. Stop giving permission. Just in general, just stop giving people permission to do you wrong. It's not okay. I am proud for those of you who are fighting, for custody. That's what it is. I couldn't think of the word. Who are fighting for custody of your children. Do not give up. Just focus on the facts. Okay. It's also what the legalities that I seen in that spread. Focus on the facts and not everything around. The judge doesn't want to hear all the extra BS. Just focus on the facts. All right. What are the messages do you have for Aries? What other messages do you have for Aries? Aries, what you don't see is companion. All right. Good Aries, you are a good companion, but people don't know that. That's what this is behind the scenes. People don't know that you are a good companion. It's because you don't share that you're limited access, Aries. All right. You could be a private individual. If not that, you are seeking companionship. We're going to pull a love oracle to clarify if this is you seeking or if this is you just, not making yourself accessible. You know what I mean, Aries? And the fact in that one spread, intuition, clarity was in reverse. The Emperor was in reverse. There's no masculine energy there. So there's no logical or analytical thinking. And 8 was in reverse, which was the strength card, right? A repetitive cycle is happening. You may just need, you may be looking for a listening ear, Capricorn. If you're not looking for a listening ear, you're looking for companionship. Maybe you need to get a dog or a cat or a bird, a fish. I don't know. Finances and career in reverse, and give your relationship a chance. And we were asking if this is you needing companionship. What was it that we were looking for? What was the question? Is this companionship? Is this something needed? Okay, if you're needing companionship, it doesn't look like you do. You're not focused on it, but companionship is coming towards you. So this means someone is coming to you, Aries, for guidance. All right. For some of you, Aries, when it comes to companionship, when it comes to a crazy ex, it could be a crazy ex, as what I'm seeing here. It could be coming to you for advice for legalities, and you're not the children's biological parent, but they're going through legalities with someone else, and they're needing your advice. But unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do because you tried, and they're your ex for a reason. But moving forward, I don't see you looking for companionship, nor do I see you stretching out a helping hand. Finances and careers in reverse, and giving your relationship a chance. So it's a no. Okay, that's that. Companionship. I just see a big old heart, but there's no color to the heart. If you were to choose a colored heart, what color would you choose, Aries? Yeah. All right, Aries. Let's go ahead and move forward. What does Aries need to focus on? What does my Aries need to focus on? Let me moisturize my hands. My hands, oh, goodness gracious, I need a hand potion. Like, I had purchased this Working Hands. It was really good and soft and, a sheer, just like my other one, which is called Healthy Hands or whatever. After, I want to say when you open this and the Healthy Hands, after you open up these, it's only good for 2 weeks. After that, it starts to firm up and it's just not good anymore. So if you're a person who likes, small quantities, you get a long way, you don't have to use a lot of it. No, when you're using these type of lotions, potions, you're going to have to just use it up and don't try to stretch it, because the the benefits of it, it's only good for like 2 weeks, I promise you. And this stuff right here was $23. So that's why I was like, oh, this is really good. And it's not good anymore. All the good stuff dried out or something. Once you start opening it and closing it and stuff, and that air, I don't know. Anyways, what does Aries need to focus on? But the Healthy Hands, I believe, is like $5. Yeah. I'm assuming the reason why I was guided to share that with you, Aries, at this time, if you are focusing on yourself, invest in yourself. If you're going to invest in yourself, don't invest in yourself like you're cheap. Invest in yourself. Okay, I'm not telling you to go break the bank. But you see how I cared about my hands? I was willing to sacrifice, not for the brand, but for the ingredients that are in here to help smooth my hands. Okay, that was an investment. Okay, so invest into yourself when it comes to your self-care, whatever it is, endeavors you're doing at this time, Aries. All right, what does Aries need to focus on? That was clear as day. Aries, your psychic intuition is coming in reverse again. And this is the Emperor again in reverse. It's coming out again. All right. You're either feeling powerless in some type of way, or your boundaries are not being met. And then you have awakening presence. Yeah. All right. Whatever this change is, it's not respected. But continue to work on it. What's the advice here? You have awakening presence. Something is shifting on your behalf, Aries. All right. You're becoming not softer, but it's just more this is what I hate, Aries. And hate is a terrible word, but this is how I feel about this. When we talk about masculine and feminine energy, people automatically think gender. I'm not talking about gender. So when I say masculine and feminine, I'm not talking male, female. It just feels like you're stepping more into your feminine energy and you're finding this balance with your masculine energy. And it's kind of like a problem. It's causing some type of confrontation where you're not respected in some type of way. Okay. What is the advice here? Continue to focus on whatever this awakening is. The Empress, there's the feminine energy. Okay. So needing to nurture at this time, to show up. And if you've been in this masculine for a long time or all your life, I'm proud of you, Aries, for the fact that you're embracing your feminine energy. Okay, so this is saying, hey, this is a new version of you, something that most people haven't been able to have access or experience. So I'm very, whoever being able to be in your presence and being in your timestamps within your journey at this time, those markers, they should be very, very happy that they're experiencing this new version of you. Because this version, oh no, You don't feel, you don't care. It's just taking care of business. That's it. That's all. Okay. It's like, oh, that's heavy masculine energy, and this is bringing both feminine and masculine energy together. But when this spread is all about what you need to focus on at this time, and it's saying focus. You have this awakening presence here, and it says, Aries, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So don't allow anyone to break you down because you're not the old version of yourself. This old version, whatever you would have had on your mind you would hurt some feelings. Okay. You're toning it down, which is really, really good. So if you are a person who's a part of that street life, you know how some people have those testimonies who are in gangs, or they've lived the hard knock life, and then they change their life around and they have this balance of masculine and feminine energy, and this now becomes their testimony. Okay. And this nurturing energy is where you are creating a following, or people are now following your lead. Okay. It doesn't feel like either one of them. It feels like, let me be quiet. I'm being guided to be quiet. Yeah. Why does this guy look like Thor? Did Thor have a missing eye? I can't remember. What movie was that? Yeah, Thor. They took his eyeball out. I can't remember. Is that Thor 2? Let me see. Yeah, this is a leader, because there's there's ravens, there's crows, there's owls, there's what is the other ravens and crows? What do you call those other blackbirds that eat on dead things? What is the movie where Thor's eyeball got taken out? Let me see. What is the movie where Thor's eye was taken off? Yeah, it's Thor Ragnarok. Thor loses his eye in a fight with Hela. That movie is awesome. You guys better watch it if you want to. I think it's part of the Avengers or something like that. Yeah. But he gets a new eye though. Anywho, what you need to focus on is not just nurturing yourself, but if you continue to nurture yourself and balance your masculine and feminine energy, Aries, you will then be able to nurture. You'll be able to nurture others. You'll be able to show up with this companion energy. Okay. Just bear with me, Aries. I am going in transition when it comes to delivering my messages. Now, on live, it's different. If you go to the SGL Tarot Podcast, you may resonate more with those readings, because those readings I take my time with those readings, meaning I literally take my time with every spread and I write everything down and then I deliver the message. So if you are looking for your messages to be straight to the point, then me channeling at the same time, then I recommend the SGL Tarot Podcast for you, Aries. If not, you are more than welcome to come to both channels. Okay, let's move on. What is it that Aries is refusing to see? What is it that my Aries is refusing to see? And I didn't even know it was the pink moon last night. And I was just looking at it and I was like, it's something different about you tonight. It was so beautiful. I remember the first time where I celebrated the pink moon, not in the sense of like, you know, I wasn't, what is it called, Aries? I wasn't praising the pink moon. It was a celebration of being able to acknowledge the pink moon. And I remember the first time where I got to experience the pink moon, there was a rainbow at night in the sky, and I've never seen that before. And so that was a really good experience for me, right, in nature and with the moon, and it was just so amazing. And that rainbow in the night sky, it was there for like, I want to say an hour. So it was an amazing experience, Aries. So yesterday, when I didn't realize that it was the pink moon, I realized how reflective it was. It was just so vibrant. The light was just, it was so spectacular. It was breathtaking. Okay. And I was like, there is something about you. I was talking to the moon. I talks to the moon sometimes. I was like, it's something about you tonight. And then this morning to read that the pink moon happened, I was just like, hmm, what is it that my Aries is refusing to see? That you're refusing to see that you have a secret admirer, Aries. Besides all that, you are refusing to see that you are a timid individual. Okay, you're not in a rush. And that's the best way. When you're not in a rush, Aries, that's the best way, because I'm going to pass the message down. The message was given to me, so I'm giving it to you, Aries. And if a connection is rushed, it's just how fast as it's rushed is just how fast as it ends. But if a connection takes its time, that's a possibility a good connection. All right. But anywho, you're refusing to see that you are a timid person. Now, if this has to do, if you're wondering, so what's up with whoever, Aries, listen, they're a timid person. And let's go ahead and see what timid is, because I want you guys to understand that, it's not that someone doesn't like you. They're they are feeling out your temperature. Timid is showing a lack of courage or confidence, easily frightened. So you have someone that wants to come in, but they're just, should I or shouldn't I? So this person is taking their time. And I feel like that's a good thing. And this is confirmation. Maybe be friends. Try, maybe this person that's timid is your companion, what you don't see. And I didn't see that you're looking for companionship, but maybe that's what it is. And maybe that is why what you're awakening to, when it comes to what you're focusing on, when it comes to present, balancing your masculine and feminine energy and showing up with this nurturing energy. So whoever this is, they have some insecurities, and those insecurities, Aries, is the lack of courage and confidence. And then there's some trauma there that frightened, all right, fearful of being afraid. So definitely be a great companion if you choose to. You're not required, but if you're wondering why someone's not rushing in, it's because, they have some insecurities, and those insecurities are courage, confidence, and a little bit of trauma. All right, what else does Aries need to know? What else does my Aries need to know? So far, what I'm tapping into, Aries, is this is the perfect time to show up for others if you can, but you're not required to, because you have the know-hows. And the fact that you're stepping out of this masculine energy, it's a little bit like you giving the know-how, but with no nurturing. And it's like you're toning the temperature down and you're saying, hey, this is what you need to do. All right. So you're the problem solver, Aries. Okay. You're not required to, but it feels like you're showing up as the problem solver this week. Thursday is significant, Aries. Okay. Something about Thursday is significant. Okay. You could be served, or that's when a crazy ex comes around and says, hey, Aries, I need your help. And it just feels like there's a boundary. It feels like you are letting this crazy ex know, like, you know, I could have helped you then, and it's like you're saying, yeah, I want to help you, but you know, it's not my affairs. That's what it feels like. Yeah, Aries, it's double confirmation. Yeah, you're a problem solver, but you're choosing, you know, not to be a part of some type of affair. And I'm not talking about infidelity. I'm talking about, you know, this companionship showing up, you know, for someone. Okay. You're saying no. So yeah. Yeah, you're saying no, my Aries. And I'm not telling you to say no. You saw it. You saw it. Aries, I'm getting a message. If you are asking someone if they're okay, they're going to tell you no, they're not okay. Yeah. Right. And it just feels like them telling you that they're not okay. It's like you're wanting to rush in, but you don't know everything that's, you know, behind the scenes. It's like before you if you decide to be the problem solver, you're needing to know everything before stepping in and showing up with this companionship, Aries. It's kind of like you don't want to be blindsided by anything if you're willing to step up and to show up for someone. All right, Aries. All right. What is the I am message for my Aries, please? I am message for Aries. All right, here now. All right. Goodness gracious, whoever this is, you care deeply about them. And Aries, it's going to definitely impact you if you choose not. And it has nothing to do with teaching them a lesson, but it just feels like what you don't see and what this crazy ex doesn't see is, you know, this situation can bring you guys back together, but it just feels like it's not happening. It doesn't feel like there's any hope, because it feels like this crazy ex took advantage of you when they had access to you. It feels like they chose you. If they have children by someone else, they chose the parent of their children, and now they're choosing you. They're wanting you. They're wanting your advice. If they are having any legalities with their, you know, co-parenting things or trying to get custody, they're needing your saving grace. And unfortunately, you're not wanting to be involved. But it just feels like it's hurting. It is pulling on your heartstrings to have to tell this person no. that you want no dealings with their legality affairs or whatever problematic issues that they're currently in, where they are needing your companionship, Aries. Moving forward, here and now, it says the future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here and now there is no danger. Everything is happening with my soul is ready. And this is also confirming your masculine and feminine energy being balanced at this time. You're not in the same place that you were yesterday. Let's just say that, okay? This is nice, Aries. Give me some words of advice for Aries, please. Words of advice for Aries. All right. You know that saying from the lion from Wizard of Oz when he says, "If I only can have a heart." I'm hearing, "If I only can have a home." Yeah. Anywho, words of advice for Aries. All right, you have adversity and pride coming in reverse, Aries. All right, so you have it's a no this week. Remember I said you're better than yesterday. Your situation is too. So I don't think you want to be disturbed at this time. Whatever problem is not yours, you don't want any no dealings at this time. And you know there's no wrong in God's hands. You're letting people know, hey, when's the last time you prayed? Give it to God. And for the most part, you're not wrong, Aries, for protecting your peace. Okay. So when it comes to in God's hands, it says, my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greater love guides my heart and my choices. My faith is steady in all, and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. So when it comes to companionship, those who you do want to show up for, it's just you are positioning them for them to no longer be codependent. So good job, Aries. So you are resolving your connections in a decent manner. Shed light on Aries, please. And let's go ahead and pull a love oracle. I want to see what frequency is coming in for you as well. All right, soul family. Yeah, call in your soul tribe. You don't have to do it alone. All right. So Scorpio, goodness gracious. You may need to watch the Scorpio readings. You may find some gems, Aries. Moving forward, I don't know why my stomach is talking. But anywho, Aries, it says you don't have to do it alone. And that message has been coming up in that companionship throughout your spreads. So if you are needing assistance when it comes to companionship, you are going to need to step out of that heavy masculine energy. All right. It's very dominating and, lighten it up a little bit. But in regards to you showing up for others, you're making it very clear to those who are needing your companionship is no, they don't have to do it alone, but you are not enabling them. You are putting them in the position to be independent and not codependent. So good job, problem solver, Aries, you are. All right. What is a transformational message for Aries? And then we'll pull an angel guide message. Aries, I love you. Oh, and an overall direction message. I love you, Aries. Continue to practice healthy love. All right, you have 2 transformational messages coming out. Believe and listen. And I feel like you're already doing it just from the spreads that were coming out. All right. When it comes to believe, this is your heart center and being open to it. It says the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible are impossible. The difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So you're doing what you want to do. You're doing what sustains you, Aries, and that's a good thing. You are in control. Keep it that way. Listen, it says you have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. There is that companionship. It says to listen fully, intently means to pay attention not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. And whatever is being said, it's a no. You're saying, hey, I'm here, I care, but unfortunately, I do not want any dealings with your affairs. Aries, let's go ahead and put your overall direction outcome message and see what that is. And we will conclude with the angel guide message. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I had this right here. What does Aries soul want them to know at this time? What is your soul trying to communicate with you? Let's see. What is Aries' soul trying to communicate with them? Aries, light. Yep, I told you, Aries, you are not wanting your peace to be disturbed. But let's go ahead and see what this 32, you're no longer being competitive. And I like this, Aries. Being competitive is not wrong, but it just feels like if you were a competitive person, it was the survival competitive, like a taker. But anywho, let's go ahead and see what this light entails. It says, you are light and you come from the light. You eliminate the world, so rejoice and remember who you are, Aries. You have a physical form, but that's impairment. At your source, your luminance. Lighten up, don't take things too seriously. All right. So your affirmation, Aries, is my light radiates through my life and the world around me. So a lot of people are coming to you to answer their problems, Aries, and unfortunately, you are saying no. I care, I love you, but unfortunately, I do not want my peace disturbed. And it's respected, right? It's not like it's not being granted. No, Aries, you've come a long way. Nice. All right, overall direction message for Aries, outcome advice. Thank you. You have the hangman. Indecisive. But it said in many ways, Aries, that the decision that you're making is protecting your peace. I mean, you may give someone some nurturing, but it's not going to disturb your peace in some type of way. You show up, but you don't sacrifice. I don't know how to explain it. It says the upright position of the hangman, Aries, indicates a sacrifice. Others may not understand the need for the sacrifice, but you see things differently as you walk this path alone. This may be a time of indecision, but take time to breathe and internalize your choices before making any crucial decisions. And your soul is saying, hey, enjoy the light. And you're being the light at this time. And that's why you're attractive. That's why people are coming to you to solve their problems. Even a crazy ex is coming to my Aries. You know, it happens that way. You know, people are taken for granted, but they come back around. And it feels like you go about it the right way, Aries, which is good. So I like how you're being civil. Angel guide message for Aries. Angel guide message for my Aries, please. I like how you're open, Aries, right? You're making self a priority too, which is good. All right, compassion. Oh, even your angel guides agree. I was wondering because I'm like, why do I keep having to reassure Aries that the choice that you make when it comes to telling people no, but in a civil way and in a gentle, nurturing way, that everything's okay, right? But you're not going to be involved in any of anyone's affairs, right? Because you are protecting your peace. Your angel guides is saying, right on, right on. Yes, demonstrate compassion. And compassion consists of this message for you, my Aries. This is your message from your angel guides. It says, Aries, changing how you see yourself will help change how others see you. This is nice. I love it. I love this, Aries. This is a beautiful reading. Listen. Angels are surrounding you, Aries, at this time and encouraging you to see yourself through their loving and holy eyes. All the ups and downs you have faced coming out from this masculine energy, stepping out of this masculine energy and stepping into this, oh my, the work has taken place. It says, all of the ups and downs you face, all of the insecurities, and that could be that timid energy that you're refusing to see, okay? Of being timid and the insecurities of courage and confidence, okay? The lack of courage and the lack of confidence, and easily frightened to step into this balance of feminine and masculine energy, which is really attractive versus dominating. All right, let's see. And that's my own personal opinion. There's a lot of people who like dominating energies. I'm not talking to you. Anywho, all of the ups and downs you have faced, all of the insecurities you have overcome, and all of the setbacks you have moved beyond are testament of your resilience and strength. So have compassion and respect for others. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to love and treat yourself the way you would love to be loved and treated by others. Then your own actions will be mirrored back to you by those around you. So ask your angel guides to help you be more compassionate towards yourself now. And it is done, Aries. That's all I see. Now, Aries, if you're saying SGL, that's where I'm trying to get to. I want to be in that place. Okay. I don't see any negativity for you standing on your word, for you standing up for yourself, for you saying no to other people's affairs. Protecting your peace and working on you is definitely something that is needed at this time. So self-care, self-love is definitely going to suit you at this time. All right, Aries, I love you. Don't forget love is kind. Definitely don't forget that love is gentle, because here in the SGL community, we practice healthy love. All right. All right. Till we meet again, Aries.